It's time for week 2 of the Generation 4 Treasures of Ruin Draft League, and my opponent has an insane team with Heatran plus Flygon. They also have other strong special attackers like Espeon and Porygon Z, with a Hitmontop to rapid spin away my hazards, a Dusknoir to block any hazards set up if I try to rapid spin them myself, a Milotic to tank most of my hits defensively, and Electivire if I try and go for an electric move with Zapdos. This week we're finally taking Fortress off the bench with a Focus Sash lead because Sturdy in Generation 4 is not a Focus Sash. I'm running Max Attack Earthquake so I can live a hit from Heatran and knock it out, but Fortress can also set up Spikes or Toxic a defensive Pokemon like Milotic or Dusknoir, or Explode. Next up we have my Shukaberry special defensive Nidoqueen that can eat even a Psychic from Espeon in a pinch. But this thing can check Heatran as well as live an Earthquake from Flygon and knock it back out with Avalanche, while still threatening opposing Heatran with Earthquake. Nidoqueen's role is to set up Stealth Rock and Toxic Spikes for my team. My next Pokemon is one of the sweepers on my team, and that's Agility Roost Zapdos with Thunderbolt plus HP Ice to hit the entire team for neutral or super effective damage. I'm very special defensive, that way I can eat even hits from Choice Specs Porygon Z or Choice Specs Espeon, and also roost off via pressure all of Heatran's Fire Blasts. Continuing that special defensive trend, we have Shaman because my opponent's team is basically filled with threatening special attackers. I am max special defense with Leftovers for longevity plus Synthesis. Leech Seed allows me to wear down Pokemon like Dusknoir coming in or Heatran, but I have Earth Power also to deal with Heatran while I can with Fire Blast, and Seed Flare lets me beat my Milotic. If I do manage to get up hazards with Nidoqueen, I don't want my opponent rapid spinning them away with Hitmontop, which is why we also have a special defensive Drifblim, with Shadow Ball just to threaten damage, Explosion to get a huge nuke off on my Milotic, Rain Dance because my last Pokemon is a KINGDRA, and Hidden Power Ground to help me deal with Heatran. With my Citrus Berry, I'm never two-shot by Specs Porygon, and I can outspeed them with Unburden. I mentioned Rain Dance because my last Pokemon is a Life Orb Swift Swim KINGDRA with Surf, Draco Meteor, and Hydro Pump, and Rain Dance of its own. I'm fast enough to outspeed Espeon with my Swift Swim activated, even if it's Choice Scarf, and basically KINGDRA just needs my Milotic weakened to really put in a ton of pressure with Surf. So that's my team for week 2 of the DPP Pokemon Draft League. I want to give a big shout out to Raltsboy and VGC Ments for all the help this week, as well as Splash Plate for the awesome editing. I've held you guys up long enough, so let's get right into the battle. Alright, here we are with week 2 of DPP. I have Focus Sash Fortress, they lead Heatran. I'm just going right for Earthquake. I mean, let me put Have Fun as well. No reason not to. I'm Sash, I'm Max Attack. If they want to go for Greedy Rocks, I get a lot off on them. I mean, it could just show it's a Fortress, Max Attack into a Heatran. It's off if it's offensive Heatran as well. Like, I do so much to them too. So go right for EQ here. They want a Flamethrower, that's fine. Lava Plume Burn would be annoying. I have a lot for Heatran, but getting rid of this opens up my Agility Zapdos as well as my Shaman. So I really like this start. I love that Sturdy isn't, you know, the Focus Sash that it is in the future generations. So I had to put a Focus Sash on lead Heatran. This does make Porygon a little bit scarier later because I can't boom on it, but depending on what they do here, I might get a lot of value out of this in general. It could be Sash Heatran as well. It could also just go for Rocks, anticipating me to want to switch, considering I do have a KINGDRA in the back too. And Specs is something that I'm thinking my opponent could beat too. I also wouldn't mind my opponent switching here, to be honest, just to scout for this. Not that there's the greatest scouts in the world. Like, if you go Flygon scouting for EQ, what? Like, you would assume I'm Focus Sash, right? So you wouldn't be able to beat me with Fire move anyway. So I feel like this is okay for me. Also, I just finished eating, so I'm kind of like trying to clear my throat. So I'm gonna pause it 1 sec. So they go for Overheat, making me think they're Choice Specs. So I think my decision to be Focus Sash here was really good because we get rid of Specs. Heatran was a giant threat. So getting rid of Heatran immediately works out a lot. Obviously, and I'm positive it's Specs just based on the fact that they overheated there. Flygon comes out to probably U-turn. We're going to go Nidoqueen here because even if I doubt they'd Earthquake because I have a Zapdos. Potentially I can get Poison Point. And I have a Shukaberry, so I'm in a decent spot anyway. My Milotic is a pretty good switch in here. I guess they could attempt to go Porygon as well, but I have the sack of Fortress as well. Espeon ends up coming out, which is to be expected. We're going to go Shaman here because we are max special defense. We do live 2 Spec Psychics as well. That did 0. 29 is crazy. Hold up. Shaman. Espeon. 29 is crazy low damage. I'll go for a Leech Seed here. We'll live basically every attack. We shouldn't be 2-shot here. And Leech Seed's just good into everything on their team. Nice. Good job, Shaman. All right, so we'll go for Synthesis now. It could be Scarf Espeon. As Big Evire comes out. Flamethrower doesn't do much. And I want to weaken this as well for my Zapdos. So I'm going to go for Earth Power. Fire Punch does nothing. And we get beautiful damage off there too. I would love to get up Toxic Spike. I'm going to Synthesis once to see if they... I knew I was going to get crit that turn, man. That's whack because that Mon walled their entire team. Oh, well. That Mon literally walled their entire team, but so be it. Get a Toxic Spike here. It was to be expected, I guess, right? I got greedy going for... I mean, it's a 6% chance, but it's fine. I'm going to get up T-Spike because I'm worried about Espeon. I'm worried about my Lodic now that I don't have this. I'm worried about Dust Snore in the back. Because Shaman could have just walled everything. But now at least I have my guaranteed sack later. Again, having that Shook is nice. I don't mind Flygon coming in because I can Avalanche kill it. And also Agility Sweeping beats it too. But yeah, I want that T-Spike up. I want to be able to wear down my my Lodic. I assume they might go Espeon. If they go Flygon as a mid-ground, that's okay too. Okay, so we get up a Toxic Spike as Nidoqueen, or this Mon's going to come out now. I am a little worried about them. I think I end up going Drifblim here. I don't want to go out to... I want to keep Fortress as a sack. I want to make sure I have as many Pokemon as possible. I want to make sure I have as many Pokemon as possible. This is going to be my Flygon sack, right? So I like Drifblim because I'm max special defense. I can just click Shadow Ball pretty freely. I'll be able to tank every hit. And I'm assuming like they have a Porygon or anything like that. So I'd rather Shadow Ball here. Take this hit, get my Shadow Ball off, potentially poisoning the Porygon, finding out a little bit of information. And going from there. Because at this point, again, Zapdos with Spidef Agility goes stupid into these Pokemon. There's Flygon, which I'm okay with. Maybe an Outrage? I'm not sure. But I think this is the Fortress sack that we talked about earlier. I think this is definitely the Fortress sack we talked about. And next time I get my Unburden. So we have this in range of Surf as well. Espeon dies to Surf from Rain Dance Kingdra. They Outrage immediately. I'm okay with that. We're going to take our kill here with Avalanche. We'll live this. You turned it 10, so that might be... I don't know. It doesn't matter what it is, right? We kill Flygon. That's what matters. Killing Flygon is what matters. Keeping you alive. I beat my Lodic via everything. T-Spike are really good. My dog is trying to jump up on the couch. Okay, so my Lodic comes out, which isn't too bad. We can go Zapdos here relatively safely. We are max special defense. We take nothing from this Ice Beam as well. 37. They don't freeze me immediately, which is very good. All right, that did 37. How offensive is this my Lodic if it did 37? So that's within max special attack range. I'm gonna Agility. Come on, bro. Really? Really now? Really? That's crazy. That's wild. That's rough, man. All right, we're gonna get up the Rain Dance here and boom. Don't freeze me, don't freeze me, don't freeze me, don't freeze me, don't freeze. Bro! Thaw, 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 thaw. Come on, I win. I win if I get Rain up. Dude, he froze everything. And he Scarfed too. Come on, come on. All right, I think I win anyway, though. Provided they don't switch here. Are you going to freeze this guy too? Because Surf 6-0s you. If you freeze Kingdra, it's over. All right, they didn't freeze Kingdra. So Surf kills this, Surf kills that, and Surf kills that. So, okay. This game is not going the way I wanted it to. It depends on the last Mon. Please be Porygon so it just dies to Surf. Assuming it just dies to Surf. In the rain? Oh, yeah. Espeon, we are faster than you. We know you die to Surf. Just to be safe. We know your Scarf as well. We brought all the Scarfs. Yeah, this is not, it's not max HP. Get out of there. Yep, there's Espeon. Okay. KINGDRA, come on, buddy. We were playing for a KINGDRA endgame, but like, it did not go as we wanted. Electivire hopefully dies too. Let's see. Yeah, Electivire super died. We don't have to worry about Evire. And then I have one turn of rain left. This might have worked out better for me because I think I ended up with more turns. It's Porygon. And Porygon super dies here. Oh my god, Grape Juice did it, baby. Grape Juice did it. Let's go. GG. Oof. I got so unlucky in this one. All good, all good. All good. We got so unlucky, but luckily because it wasn't it would have mattered more if it was a Recover Milotic, right? Because I wouldn't have been able to, I would have had to Draco and then switch and do stuff. Like Drifblim could have Rain Dance and then boom, but we knew it was Scarf based on it outspeeding my Drifblim. Luckily, we made our KINGDRA faster than a Scarf Espeon, which was their fastest speed tier. I think they did mono choice, by the way. I think they did. Which is actually really nasty to me, considering how good ice moves and fire moves are to me, so it makes sense. But anyway, hope y'all enjoy week 2. We managed to clutch it out. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.